Will a domestic violence conviction appear on background checks? Recent discussions around domestic violence convictions have brought a pressing question to the forefront. Will a domestic violence conviction show up on background checks? This topic is particularly relevant today, as many individuals are concerned about how such convictions could impact their lives. Whether you are applying for a job, seeking a professional license, or even planning to travel, understanding the implications of a domestic violence conviction is essential. A domestic violence conviction generally does appear on background checks, especially those that are detailed or comprehensive. This can significantly affect various aspects of a person's life. For example, if someone has a domestic violence order or a conviction related to family violence, this may be visible in thorough background screenings. Employers and licensing bodies often use these screenings to assess an individual's suitability for a position. The visibility of domestic violence convictions can vary based on the type of background check conducted. Basic checks might not reveal all convictions, but detailed checks, particularly for sensitive jobs or positions involving vulnerable populations, typically include domestic violence convictions. This means that if you are applying for a job in healthcare, education, or similar fields, a conviction could be a red flag. In some jurisdictions, individuals convicted of certain offenses, including some misdemeanors related to battery or domestic violence, may have the option to petition the court to seal or restrict access to their records. This can potentially limit what background checks can reveal. However, this process can vary widely depending on local laws and the specifics of the case. It is also important to note that the handling of domestic violence cases can differ from one jurisdiction to another. For instance, audits have revealed issues with how some domestic violence cases are documented or diverted. This inconsistency might affect the availability or accuracy of records in some systems. In summary, a domestic violence conviction typically appears on background checks, particularly detailed ones, and can influence employment and other areas of life. However, options like record sealing might be available depending on the jurisdiction and case specifics. If you or someone you know is facing this situation, it is wise to seek legal advice to understand the best course of action.